All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's hope to God my shit is going good today. So, today, I guess we're just going to watch some more Bizarre Bub. And also, there is another YouTube that I wish to share as Chilling Scares. I really do like these two channels. Please go subscribe to these guys. They will be kind of pretty much hosting the show tonight. Well, I'll be hosting their videos tonight, I guess, reacting to it and such like that. Woo! Let me get all that out. It's been a busy, busy day. Went to the fair today with my daughter and everything. Watched her ride some rides. Watched her ride a camel. That was cool, you know. Stuff like that. So let's just
in
go
the
ahead
following
and get
video,
in the first video
a group
here.
of friends are having a small gathering as they all collectively sing to a song of worship. The person recording pans around the room to capture this harmonious ceremony, thinking that this evening will end well. But little did they know that something would happen during this gathering that would haunt them forever. Be sure to pay close attention, as no one had noticed it until looking closely. Take a look.
All right. Oh, there it was. Fucking shadow people, man.
As the camera pans over to the hallway, a shadow-like figure can be seen bolting down the hall at a speed beyond human capacity. Its rapid movement and dark appearance were enough to leave the family extremely unsettled. Viewers believe that this ceremony might have had something to do with the sudden appearance of this figure. They can't help but think that this may have been some sort of dark entity that was provoked by the ceremony. Not much info is given on this video, so it's hard to be sure if that's so. But whether paranormal or not, the sudden appearance of this dark figure is creepy alone. Just what exactly was caught on camera?
Thing was fucking hauling, guys. It was hauling. So also, let me know if the volume needs turned up on the actual video or not, and I will kind of crank that up a little bit. Right now, I got like your browser volume at like half. But anyways, I used to see some shit like that back in the 90s when I was into some heavier things that my pure life self indulges in now.
There's a place in Mexico that used to be known as the Disneyland of Latin America. Reino Mágico was a small theme park that opened in 1988 and closed only a few years later after multiple fatal accidents took place inside the park. It's unknown if the park had shut down for this reason, but some believe that the park had closed its doors for the simple fact that many visitors reported paranormal experiences while being there.
Popeye.
This isn't surprising to some people, as the park was built on a cemetery. Urban explorers are certainly creeped out by this fact, but they're even more creeped out by the statues that were left behind. Rumor has it that the statue of Snow White is haunted. Nightly visitors have reported seeing the statue in a spot that was not the same as where it was originally seen. It's as though it moved on its own. One night, a group of friends visit the abandoned theme park when something very strange is captured on camera. Take a look.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen this video before.
Güey, ese es el velador de... ¿Es el velador, no? ¿Velador? ¡Ey! ¿Velador? Aguanta, aguanta, espérate, ey. Shh, no te muevas.
Señora Blanca.
No mames, no te muevas ahí. Güey.
¿Velador?
Ese no es el velador, güey.
Güey, no es el velador.
No. No, aguanta, deja que mi cámara enfoque bien, deja que mi cámara enfoque bien. Deja que mi cámara enfoque bien, güey, eso no es el velador. No digas perras mamadas, güey. No digas perras mamadas.
Hold on. Sif demands attention. There she is. She's so booeful. What? Woo.
Oh.
Okay. We love you.
Güey. Perdón.
He says not.
Güey, ¿fue aquí? No digas mamadas, güey. Miren.
Oh, fuck, it is. Oh, shit.
No
Senora
digas
Blanca,
mamadas,
weeping
güey.
angel.
No, 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 Dios. No, 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 no. No, güey, no mames.
¿Qué fue eso, güey?
No sé, no sé, no sé.
No mames, güey. No mames, no mames, no mames.
¿Crees que haya sido ella?
Güey, nos estamos metiendo más adentro del reino mágico. Banda, comparte.
No mames, güey, no mames.
Feeling beyond spooked, the group sees what looks to be another person inside the park. But as they look closely, they see that whoever this is appears to be wearing a dress. They continue to watch and notice that how they walk is a bit strange. Fast forward to the group seeing the statue of Snow White, and it's at this point that they realize the color of its dress is the same as the one worn by the person they saw. Could it be that the so-called person was actually the statue moving on its own? The group seems to believe this, but of course, it isn't certain if that's the case.
Holy
Had the group
shit.
actually seen the statue moving on its own, or was this something else?
Holy
Feel free
shit.
to let me know your thoughts on this one.
I would say this is probably Huel's best product. I've been drinking Huel's Daily Greens for the
Sorry,
past
guys.
couple
I
months
don't
now,
pay
like
for-
every day, and
The following video comes from a man named Bobby, and in this footage, Bobby
drink
is
that
standing
shit.
outside of his daughter's room where a strange noise was just heard. He checks on his daughter to see if she's okay, but hesitates to go inside. There's something in this room that scares him. Now,
As a father, as a daddy to a beautiful girl and a kick-ass son, ain't nothing would keep me from going in that room if something was up. I'm just saying that is not a fucking thing if you're a real fucking daddy. All right, moving on. Sorry, had to throw that one out there.
Bobby is someone who I featured in a previous video. Bobby and his daughter live inside an apartment where strange and unexplainable things have been happening for a while. From toys that seemingly move on their own as though possessed by something, to the sound of footsteps coming out of nowhere, this small family has had a fair share of unusual experiences.
Nah, get out of here, man.
Dude's fucked up on some shit. Nah,
At least I'll
man,
call
get out
that
here, dude.
Yo. No, I'm good.
Bobby believes that his home is being
guy's
haunted
fucking
by the spirit
reactions,
of a
man.
little girl who previously lived in this
good.
apartment. According to his landlord, the young girl passed away from cancer. Viewers believe that the little girl is trying to play with his daughter since most of the activity occurs in her bedroom. One day, Bobby's daughter is taking a nap when a strange noise is heard from inside her room. Feeling a bit scared, he takes a look and captures this.
What, baby? Do you need to go potty? She just runs off. Hold on a second. Good thing about my new studio is that I got a door right here to let them out, and they just quite haven't like remembered that yet. So, outside potty.
I just let her out.
Oh, you let her out already?
I heard her house. I was like, oh.
Yeah, she yipped. But all right. I am live. Okay.
I'm not coming in there.
Well, that and you're in a fucking bra, but
They don't need to know this, Dad.
I have a daughter. She walks around in a bra to be comfortable, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah,
Nah.
that is not something they need to know.
Dude, if they have like girlfriends or daughters or anything, they get it. It happens. It is.
They're not.
You have every right to be comfortable too.
They're still not allowed to know that shit.
Sure, whatever. Anyways, skedaddle. You can join chat if you want, but go.
can't.
Why? You don't have YouTube?
On YouTube, I can't fucking do it.
Why?
Parent fucking shit or fucking dumb bullcrap that I can't.
Well, I should probably remove that. You should be able to join streams though.
I'm able to join the streams. Well,
Yeah.
I can't join it, until after it's done.
Oh, I'm probably set up for like 18 plus though too. So yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all right.
Yeah, I'm not 18.
No, you're not.
I'm 15.
Yeah,
Almost
you're a little
16.
girl. Yep. Go on now. Good daddles. We're watching this like fucking stoner dude getting. Yeah, we're watching this stoner dude freak out. Because of this ghost or whatever in his house. He's all like, yo, dude, nah, none of that, man. It's funny.
Okay. No. Yeah, fine.
All right, baby. Love you too. Bye.
I'm probably gonna go to bed here soon.
All right, get out of here.
Bye bye, Doki.
What is that? See, it ain't my daughter because she's snapping right there on the bed. Sounds like her closet door fell. Try not to wake her up. See, I don't know. See, she's snapping right there. I'm trying not to wake her up. I don't know what that was, though. She is soft. Whatever it was not even waking her up.
Ooh, shit.
Come on, man. She's in here sleeping. Come on, man. You need to get out of her room. Dude, I'm telling you, that thing was closed.
Sorry, guys. I thought I was getting some cross interference, but no, there's some weird shit going on in this audio here.
Come on, man. Now why is she sleeping? Man, I am good on that. You need to get out of her room. Play somewhere else. What the man?
Stop, Harley. I just noticed your text. Thank you.
As Bobby walks over to his daughter, who's a heavy sleeper, the closet behind him opens by itself without warning. Considering how often strange things happen at home, Bobby is used to this, which might explain his calm demeanor. He waits patiently for something else to happen while keeping an eye on his daughter. Fortunately, nothing happens, but this incident was enough to keep Bobby on his toes. He continues to watch over his daughter in case something like this happens again. Just like the previous incidents, this mysterious occurrence has yet to be solved.
I'll make you a pro gamer. Them games are hard.
Huh?
Oh, Jesus, fake ass games.
On June 9th of 2023, an unsettling video was posted by a girl named Pupa who was home alone when something pretty terrifying was captured. The video starts off with Pupa lying on the couch before she suddenly realizes that someone or something is in her house. She was on her phone when she glanced over at the corner of the room and saw what looked to be a person standing completely still. Someone was watching her. Although freaked out at first, she began to laugh as she had a feeling that this was either her friend or boyfriend who was pulling a prank. But little did she know, this wasn't a prank. A mysterious presence has invaded Pupa's home. The following is her video. Watch.
¡Qué miedo que das! ¿Qué haces?
Yeah, it's a little fucked. It's like a perfect silhouette, too.
Hey. ¿Quién sos? Andate de mi casa. ¡Eh!
Right when things are getting tense, the video ends abruptly. It's unknown as to what exactly happened afterward, but one can safely assume that Bupit was left extremely terrified. Now, Bupit has posted some videos after this incident, but in neither video does she go into detail about the events of that night. Perhaps this incident was so disturbing that Bupit is trying her best to forget about it. Although it's unclear as to what exactly was captured, there's no doubting that the video she took is just downright chilling. It's late at night when a mother and daughter arrive home. The security camera at the front entrance records them pulling up to the gate of the house when out of nowhere, something very strange happens. This video was posted by Mary Carmen, the daughter in this video, who lives on a small farm with a lot of animals. Now, the animals on this farm would do things that would make her feel as though she were taking care of children. To her, this place feels more like a daycare than a farm. But the biggest child, according to her, is her dog, who's known as Scott. From dancing with his so-called mom to going on boat rides whenever he gets the chance, Mary Carmen has a special place in her heart for Scott.
That's
but
a happy
unfortunately,
dog.
one night, something happened that left her completely devastated. She had come home with her mother after having dinner at a relative's when she found Scott lying in his bed. He seemed unusually quiet, which he never was. Scott had passed away. Now, it wasn't until grieving for days on end that she finally looked at the security cameras that captured Scott's final moments before passing. Based on the footage, he passed away only a few hours before Mary Carmen returned home. He was already gone before she came. But after looking at the footage of when she arrived, she immediately noticed something strange. What was captured had brought her to tears. Have a look.
Aww. No, he's still there. Then he runs off. No, it's heartbreaking. I'm still waiting for her to get home. Say
A
goodbyes.
strange figure that looks to be a dog suddenly appears on camera. Mary Carmen believes that this may have been the spirit of her dog, given that he just passed away that same night. According to her, he seemed to be waiting for her to return home before departing. It's as though he wanted to see her one last time before going away forever. To this day, Mary Carmen watches this video to remind her that even though Scott is physically gone, he is still with her in spirit. But, like all videos, you be the judge on whether or not the ghost of her dog was captured.
I drink unsweet
Life
tea
is
like a
little valley of
psychopath.
your own, living in the shadow of the rich.
On May 24th of 2023, at around 10 p.m., a baby monitor captures something pretty spooky on camera. This video was posted by Marquette
Spoopy
Jean,
monitors.
who's concerned for the safety of her daughter, as something very strange was captured inside her child's bedroom. The video begins with her daughter, who appears to be staring blankly at the window that's behind the camera. It's unknown as to what exactly it is that she's seeing, but whatever it might be, it seems to have her full attention. She continues to stare at this window when suddenly the camera picks up movement from inside the room. But as we can see in the footage, nothing is moving. Now, the family used to have a cat, and the camera would often pick up the cat's movement, but no cat is seen here, as their cat had passed away in August of last year. However, as Marquette watches the baby monitor, this happens.
Damn it.
Is there a cat in here? Is there a cat in here?
No.
Oh, sorry. Love you, night. Are you okay? What's wrong? No, it's okay. I was just checking on you. Good night. I love you.
It's scary.
Huh?
It's scary.
You're scary?
Huh?
Why?
It's a monster. And it's really scary.
No.
There's no monster in the window. I'll look.
The
See?
cat was protecting her from the monster.
Upon seeing a strange cat-like figure on the baby monitor, Marquette
Right.
bolts into the room and asks if a cat is in there. Confused as to what her mother had seen, Marquette's daughter replies no, but says that she's scared. According to her, there's a monster at the window.
It's a monster. And it's really scary.
There's no monster in the window. I'll look. See? I'll look.
Marquette checks the window and finds nothing there. Although creeped out by her daughter's response, she's more unsettled by the supposed apparition caught on camera. The family believes this may have been the spirit of the cat that they once had, but later passed away due to cancer. Whether ghost or not, Marquette and her daughter are shaken up by this footage. Like all videos, the question is begged, just what exactly had occurred that night?
Boy, these pet ones are rough.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to
everything's looking way better than
scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. In the following video, a man named Win is washing dishes in the kitchen when he hears a strange noise coming from his basement. This basement, according to Win, is a place that he and his family avoid entering at all costs. There's something about it that isn't right. Now, not too long ago, something happened inside this space that neither Win nor his family could explain.
There's some
As
nice
Win
furniture
states,
down there.
he was by himself in the basement when out of nowhere, a small swing he had recently bought began to swing on its own. Although not really sure how to explain this, it would be the following incident that occurred only days later that leaves him extremely baffled. While being alone at home with his son, a loud banging noise on the basement door is suddenly heard. But when he checks to see as to who or what was banging on the door, he finds no one there.
Did you get it?
Understandably, this occurrence has left the family feeling thoroughly petrified. But as if that wasn't enough to freak them out,
strange.
the
Hi,
following
Loki.
video captures this. Win is down in the kitchen washing dishes when his dog starts barking at the basement door. He immediately takes out his phone and begins to record.
Go lie down. It's okay. Lie down. Stay. Been doing this all morning and I don't have time for this today. Stop. Hey buddy. I got too much going on. You gotta cut it out.
Holy shit.
Okay. I'm just gonna set it up. Paper towels. And we'll just let the phone roll. I asked you if you gotta go or you gotta go downstairs or something.
Oh shit.
Wherever you're gonna go.
Oh shit, I saw it. Did you guys see it?
Calm down. He's okay.
There it is, right there.
Please.
Oh, I'm all pointing to my screen like you're in the room.
Holy cow. Please. Not
Look
today.
at it right here.
He's okay.
Like right here. Can you guys see
Please.
that?
Not today. Just holy cow.
There it is. Oh shit, you can really
Little
see it
buddy.
there.
Sounding fed up with the supposed spirit, Win begs the entity to stop, but this only seemed to make things worse as the door to the basement began to continuously open on its own soon after. It isn't until looking closely at the doorway, however, that someone or something appears. Like something out of a nightmare, the shadowy figure seemingly fades into the darkness before reappearing again as a giant shadow. Feeling beyond spooked, Wynn is absolutely certain that he won't be entering this basement anytime
fucking
soon.
imagine. Jesus.
But as always, until more footage is brought forth, this video remains a mystery.
Yeah. One. Okay, dang it. I might just buy YouTube.
This next video was recorded by a father who caught something pretty creepy while watching over his son. The father in this clip is known as Ricky Beadle, and it was sometime in the afternoon when he took this footage. According to Ricky, he was walking past his son's room when he heard him talking to himself. He was talking under his breath, muttering something that Ricky couldn't understand. It wasn't until listening closely, though, that he can make out a few words. Now, even though it sounded like total gibberish, his speech was similar to that of someone conversing with another person. It's as though someone else was there with him. It goes without saying, but the video that Ricky took is just downright eerie. Take a look.
Dude, I've caught my kids doing that shit.
Elliot, what are you doing? Oh, that's cool. What's that? What's that in the corner? Oh, why have you drawn that? Oh, really? What does he do? Why?
Because he does this.
Oh, really?
But I'm not allowed to tell anybody.
Okay.
As if watching his son behave strangely wasn't already creepy enough, he shows him this, a portrait of someone that only his son is able to see. But eerily, this supposed person appears to be hanging by a noose wrapped around their neck. Ricky points the camera to where the so-called hanging man is apparently seen, but as expected, nobody's there. Or so it seems. Ricky's child seems pretty convinced that the hanging man is real, but for some odd reason, he's not allowed to talk about him. Now initially, Ricky wasn't really sure how to feel about this. It was only after the following incident, however, that he grew very concerned. Ricky is once again looking after his son when he hears him talking to himself just like before. He promptly reaches for his phone and captures this.
Stop it.
Elliot, what are you doing?
I see the man hanging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
He's crying, and I keep saying stop it.
Is he crying?
Yeah.
So this is the photo of the hanging man he's seen in the corner of his room. I'm going to ask him to draw it again when I've rubbed it completely off. Elliot, can you draw the hanging man for me like you did before?
No, because you'll tell me off at night.
What if I don't let him? What if you can sleep in my room? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right, so what's these on his face?
Tears.
What's this?
Straight.
Oh, okay. Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because he's got hay fever up there and he's up there
Okay.
in the corner.
Okay, thank you.
But he annoys me at the night because he keeps saying he always bangs on you just...
Okay, thank you.
It was at this point that Ricky couldn't help but think that his son was seeing things. As some viewers have commented, perhaps Elliot is showing early signs of schizophrenia, but Ricky isn't totally certain if that's the case. Feeling unsure as to whether or not Elliot is expressing his imagination or showing symptoms of a mental illness, he decides to set up a camera in his room. Hopefully, what he captures will clarify this confusion. But to his shock, the following footage recorded this. Watch.
He looks like he got pulled a little bit and then he
Elliot
climbed out of
appears to be
bed.
speaking to someone when out of nowhere,
I'd say
his
pulled
legs are
off the
seemingly
bed.
pulled out of bed. In a state of disbelief, Elliot jumps off the bed and scurries out of the room. It seems that someone or something had tugged on his legs as though intending to cause harm. It was soon after watching this video that Ricky knew something was haunting his son. Although whether or not that's so, viewers agree that something supernatural was captured. But, as with all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Is something haunting Elliot? Or is something else going on here? Feel free to let me know what you think.
It's crazy.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any.
Maybe it was like. Wait, what? Was that already moving? Oh my.
Definitely, guys, go check out Bizarre Bub if you like this stuff. Subscribe to them and like their videos that you like, right? I like them all just because it's good shit. So, and I haven't, like, for the first 10 years of watching YouTube, like, ever really liked anything. So I'm going to start actually using the like button now. I know it was kind of shitty, but, you know, I don't know. There's no excuse. Sorry to everybody I watched and didn't thumb up their shit that I liked.
Oh my god. You guys. What the hell? That was okay. So
They're like, nah.
Oh my god. What is.
Oh shit.
Wait, I'm really scared. What the fuck is that?
As if playing this game wasn't already creepy enough, this happens. Now, right before the video ends, a loud thump is heard on camera. Hearing this sound was enough to silence the girls, as they already knew what it was. It was the same crystal cube that had dropped earlier. This was strange, considering that it was placed securely on the shelf and has never fallen until now. Casey, who was in this video, further adds that it seems to have flown off the shelf, given how far it landed on the floor. It's as though someone or something had flung it. But even stranger are the events that followed afterward. A ceiling lamp begins to move on its own, and a shelf door pops open out of nowhere. Understandably, the girls ran away in sheer panic. Now, they have yet to post more videos explaining the events of that night, but until then, it seems that this incident will have no conclusive answer on what exactly was captured in this video.
Number 7.
In the following video, a mother and her 2 children are standing outside their house after seeing something very alarming. They had just come back from walking.
Dude, okay, so like the last Bizarre Bub video series I did or whatever, I actually talked about this fucking video about like the thing in the fucking like blinds and shit like that. That is so fucking crazy. I happened upon this one. I think this is why I seen like I knew I seen the first one before, but this one, yes, awesome. Here we go. I'm excited for you guys.
Walking outside when something on the second floor window catches their attention. The family couldn't help but record this on the off chance that no one would believe them. Using a flashlight they had brought along to their nightly walk, the family shines the window and sees this.
All right, my daughter's
This
room
is kind of
is
freaky.
up there, and we keep seeing some. All right, put your flashlight up.
Yeah, fuck all that.
All right, flash it up there. Oh.
What the
Now it's
fuck?
gone.
No, hell no.
Put your flashlight down. Let's see if it'll do it again. All right, put it up. Hurry. Oh.
What the fuck? No.
It appears that each time the light isn't on the window, the blinds move on their own. But if you look closely, you'll see that no fingers can be seen opening the blinds, let alone a figure behind the shades. The space appears to be empty, as if no one is there. Now, the children are definitely spooked by this incident, but not so much the mother, given her calm demeanor in the video. It could be that this odd occurrence has happened before, and thus explaining why she doesn't seem that fazed. But whether or not that's so, what happens next further demonstrates this incident as being truly odd. Have a look.
All right, let's see if it'll do it one more time, baby. Put your flashlight up.
Jesus.
All right, f it. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. Let's go inside.
My kids would not be going inside.
Right.
And lady,
Here's
your
the
house is
upstairs.
trashed. Come on now.
I just want to show you guys. No one behind the door. Here's my daughter's room. It's a little messy, I'm sorry, but just to show you.
Okay, fair enough. She knows.
Here's the closet. I just want to show you there's nobody behind. Nobody in the closet. Here's the window right over here. Nobody. Not a single person up here.
The mother checks the room and shows that no one's there. Even before entering the space, she appears to be certain that no one is up there, as if she's already experienced this before. It goes without saying, but viewers find this to be pretty strange. If no one had been inside the room, then how were the blinds opening up? And why is it that each time the window is shined, they immediately close back up? With no further context or updates on this odd occurrence, it seems that we may never know what exactly was going on in this video.
Hell no.
But as
Harley,
always,
what you got
you
on
be
that
the
one?
judge on what was captured in this footage.
Back in 2022, I lost two very important people in my life. Big figures. It really wasn't until February of this.
In the following video, a mother is recording her daughter because of something very concerning that she just said. According to the daughter, someone or something is in the closet moving inside. She was able to capture a glimpse of this movement from the gap beneath the closet door, but couldn't make out who or what was in there. This was extremely concerning to the mother, as for a while they've been dealing with strange occurrences at home. They believe that a squatter is hiding in their house. Now, they had thought this for the longest time, until something pretty creepy happened recently. Although Cheryl, the mother, doesn't exactly say what happened, she now knows that something else is going on in the house. One day, Cheryl is sewing in her room when her daughter, who's playing with her toys right behind her, tells her that something had moved in the closet. She immediately grabs her phone and begins to record.
Dude, she got a house full of mannequins. This is like
just wanted to
Tony's
jump on
worst
really quick 'cause
nightmare.
I had to stop sewing. My daughter just said that something weird really happened, and we've been experiencing a lot of strange things lately, just different noises and stuff. Don't mind my mannequins, I sew for a living, so. Can you tell Mommy what you just said?
I think there's something underneath the door.
Under the closet door?
Yeah, I kind of heard something there. Yo, dude, are you serious right now?
Is that what scared you? It's okay.
Dude, she's like freaked.
What?
Ooh.
I'm scared.
Let's go, come on.
Really, bro?
A creepy looking mannequin begins to sway on its own before plummeting to the ground. Cheryl and her daughter are left shaken up, as neither of them were near the doll when it moved. They were too far to have done anything. Feeling totally baffled, they promptly rush out of the room in a panic frenzy. Now, it's worth noting that the reason Cheryl has mannequins in her bedroom is because she now works as a seamstress from home. The mannequins are there to display the dresses that she sews, but viewers believe that the figures are either cursed or haunted. Now, Cheryl doesn't really think so, considering that strange things have been happening before she bought the mannequins. Only a few months ago, Cheryl's daughter is playing in her mother's room when this is captured.
She's just like, yeah, no, I'm out. I'm out. I don't like Mom's seamstress room. Fuck that. It just wants to be left alone in its home.
Cheryl's daughter walks over to the closet as though she heard a noise come from inside. She seemingly looks around to see what caused the noise, but finds nothing. Feeling a bit spooked, she walks out of her mother's room when all of a sudden, this happens. So then, just what exactly was caught on camera? Although Cheryl has yet to say what she thinks, many believe that something paranormal had occurred. But as with most videos, you be the judge on what was captured here.
Right,
Was something
the fucking
supernatural
cheap sex
caught
doll
on
fucking
camera,
bites it in this
or
one. I'm not
was
really
something else
happy
caught
about it.
instead?
Couldn't figure it out. I was trying everything, but then it looked like she had a stomach ache again the next.
At approximately 1 in the morning, a truck driver was driving down a road that not many drivers take for a certain reason. It is said that driving down this road is dangerous, as many accidents have occurred here before, and tragically, some of those accidents were fatal. Because of this, some believe that the road is cursed and should therefore be closed down permanently. But most drivers, like the one in this video, can't find an alternate route to their destination. They have no choice but to take this one. On August 18 of 2023, Gaston Rodriguez and his co-driver were taking this route when something pretty creepy happened. The two drivers are listening to some cheerful music to make their commute less frightening, when out of nowhere, they capture this.
Hell yeah, I get down on some of that. Ooh. Don't pick up hitchhikers.
Down the road, there appears to be a moving figure darting across the dirt path before suddenly disappearing from sight. It seems that neither driver had noticed the mysterious figure during this recording, but it was after watching this clip that they were left totally spooked. Who, or whatever this is, just seems to come out of nowhere and then vanish before crossing over to the road. Knowing the history of this route and the fatal accidents that have happened here, some believe that this might have been the spirit of a deceased victim who is still roaming about. But whether ghost or not, the footage alone is pretty strange. Just how exactly did this mysterious figure disappear from sight? Like most videos, there has yet to be a definitive answer as to what was captured in this footage. In this next video, a man named Bobby is watching a scary movie when a sudden noise is heard from inside his home. As it turns out, the noise had come from the cabinet behind Bobby. Feeling a bit spooked, he continues to record the case as he has a hunch that something is about to happen. This cabinet, as Bobby states, is haunted. Now, this wouldn't be the first time that something like this has occurred. In previous videos, which I featured before, Bobby has documented things that he considers to be paranormal in nature, from his daughter's toys turning on by themselves, to bedroom doors seemingly opening on their own.
Oh, it's the same
Something
dude.
about this place just doesn't seem right.
Oh, dude.
Nah, get out of here, man.
Nah, get out of here, dude.
It appears that something highly unusual is taking place in Bobby's apartment, but just when things seem to be settling down, the following takes place. While being home alone and watching a scary movie, this happens.
As soon as I started hitting record, it stopped. And our neighbors and all that moved, so I know it's not them. And I hear footsteps again.
Probably not.
Please leave me alone.
Please. I know one.
Yo.
This dude's reaction is hilarious. Yo. It's like Michelangelo if he ever saw a ghost. Yo, dude.
Yo. That thing just slid out too. Yo. Yo.
Oh, hell nah. Hell nah. I got a fly buzzing around in here. It's not making me too happy.
Can you do it again? Yo, I'm good on that, man. That thing just tried to pull open again.
Be like, please leave my china cabinet alone.
While doing his best to remain calm, Bobby captures footage of the cabinet doing something on its own. The doors on the cabinet begin to rattle as if someone was trying to pry them open, and shortly after, the sound of the latch being released from the cabinet door is heard. To Bobby, it seems that something supernatural is happening with the cabinet, or at least the space it's in, as other nearby objects started moving on their own. To this day, Bobby continues to experience strange happenings at home, and just like previous occurrences, this one has left him beyond spooked.
Ooh. Oh man. Oh, 3D. No, all my shit's custom, guys.
In the city of Krugersdorp, South Africa, a mysterious video was filmed by a real estate agent who was touring a property for sale. It isn't known if the house in this video has been sold yet, but considering what happens in this clip, it may just be that no one will be buying this house anytime soon. Apparently, something very freaky was caught on camera. Take a look.
Dude, that was beautiful property. Holy shit. Oh, I thought it was all one property. I didn't think it was like apartments or whatever, like apartment housing. Government houses, probably. I like that tiling though. That's really nice. Oh shit, did you guys see that? They'll show it again. There's definitely something going through that door. Dude, those high heel patters. Or flip-flops,
after watching the
whatever they are.
video, the real estate agent was shocked to see that someone was in the house. They don't recall ever seeing anyone else inside, but apparently, based on the footage, someone was there. Or, so it seems.
Fucking
Looking at the
squatters.
video
It's
again,
Mary!
it appears that whoever this was just suddenly disappears. As quickly as they appear.
Sorry. I was watching Asian Andy, right? He's got like a squatter living in his house, man. And they're like doing everything to annoy this bitch to get her fucking out of the house. And this bitch's name is Mary. And she's just a terror of a squatter. I'm sorry. Woo! That shit is funny though.
Here, they vanish without a sign. Although it's unknown what the agent thinks, viewers believe that something paranormal was caught on camera. But of course, I'll leave it to you to decide if that's so. Just who or what was inside this house.
Kind of walks like her too. Holy shit.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. On March 20th of 2023, a very peculiar video was uploaded by a grandmother who was looking over at the footage captured by her doorbell camera. The recording was taken late at night when no one at home had been awake. So according to the grandma, whatever was caught on camera couldn't have been her, nor her spouse who resides with her. Now the house they live in isn't thought to be haunted, as nothing strange or unexplainable has occurred there before. If anything unusual was happening, they would forbid their grandchildren from coming over. But despite having doubts that strange things would ever happen, they captured this. It's around 3:20 in the morning when their doorbell camera records something pretty creepy. Take a look.
It's like a cat or something. Oh.
It appears that a small white figure dashes out the front door before disappearing into the dark.
I was like a toddler or some shit.
Something else appears on camera. An odd-looking silhouette can be seen just a few feet away, moving in a strange manner, as if it was floating above ground. Naturally,
or holding
its
up like a
uncanny
dress
movement
and
has left the
tiptoeing.
grandparents beyond spooked. But they were more concerned about seeing their front door open, as if someone or something was in their place. Although they can't seem to explain the events of that night, they've taken safety measures to ensure no one or nothing breaks into their house. Yet still, the question remains, who or what had been inside their home, and just what in the world was this? In this last video, two friends are playing with a doll that, according to them, does something pretty strange. The video starts off with both friends playing with the doll, hoping it would do the thing that it usually does. However,
No stress,
while recording
girl.
the figurine, they notice that its eyes are a different color. For some reason, its blue eyes, initially seen at the start of the clip, are now completely black. They continue to record the doll when this is captured.
Her eyes are black on here. Why aren't they
She
black?
turned this way.
Why
I've
is-
seen that.
Look at this. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. They're black. Her eyes are like real light blue.
And she completely stopped moving just a second. See? She did it again.
Hey, Marissa.
She just, look. That fan is still blowing and she's stopping. See? See?
Yeah. It's so creepy.
Yeah, it is.
Those are creepy. She won't stand anywhere else on the table.
No, I've tried it in 3 or 4 places up here and she won't do it. Let's see something. Oh, I did not do that. I'm freaking out.
Somehow, the doll turns by itself after being moved around. According to them, it seemingly doesn't like being placed in a certain spot. It's for this reason that it turns away on its own. Now the friends have tried explaining this, but it seems that nothing plausible comes to mind. They have no clue as to how the doll moved on its own. Unfortunately,
Magnets?
with no further info on this video,
But other
it
than
seems that
that-
this incident will remain a mystery. But aside from this encounter, there's no denying that the doll's appearance is pretty creepy. Paranormal
Yeah.
or not, this doll has to be the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah, man.
Thanks
Don't
for
you
watching,
watch
and I
this
hope
shit?
you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't
There's a lot
already
of
done
doll
so,
stuff.
please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss
Alright.
any uploads in the future.
So, okay, that was Bizarre Bub. They got like a whole bunch of stuff out here. I've been watching for a long time. They got good stuff. All right, now we're moving on to Chili Scares, which is from what little I've seen of it, it's got more realistic stuff going on. Not everything's paranormal. Some of it's just real life fucking freaky deaky shit. So for those that are more about that, we're gonna delve into this. This one's 6 most disturbing forest encounters.
Daniel O'Neill is a YouTuber from the UK with a channel called English Woodsman, where he's been uploading videos of his wild camping, stealth camping, and woodland camping trips in the UK for almost 10 years. Most of the channel's videos feature Daniel reviewing camping gear for his viewers and showing footage of his adventures in the great outdoors. For the most part, they're pretty tame, but in August 2023, he uploaded a video of his camping trip in the woodlands close to his home, and the footage is pretty disturbing. The first part of the video pretty much just shows Daniel walking through the woods and talking to his subscribers, eating berries, and pointing out the sights on the way to the campsite. At several points along the way, he pauses to mention the footprints and garbage he sees lying on the trail, indicating other people had been there in the last few days.
Someone's been here. There's a lot of rubbish around here. Yeah, look at the state of this. Does get used, doesn't it?
After about a 20-minute walk, he sits down at a clearing where he plans to set up camp for the night and leans back on a tree to eat his noodles as he talks to the camera. It's not until around 25 minutes into the video that things start to get seriously disturbing for Daniel.
I'm going to be out Friday night, but I'm going away Saturday, so I've got a bit of a drive as well, so I didn't want to be tired, and it's going to throw it down Friday night as well, and rain camping is really good. Is that a badger? Hello?
Even though some pretty human-like footsteps could be heard right behind Daniel, as soon as he turns around to scan his environment, there's nobody in sight. What's most disturbing is that as soon as he turned around and yelled hello, the footsteps immediately stopped. For the next few minutes, he sits down and tries to regain his composure as he sips his coffee and eats his noodles, but things only continue to get even more creepy as the sun begins to set.
Most traditional buy now, pay later options have 4 fixed payments.
Yeah, let's not do that. Just buy stuff outright. You can't buy it twice. You have no reason buying it.
There's that noise again now. Hello? Hello? You got to better hear that. There's nobody here.
About 40 minutes into the video, the footstep noises can be heard again, and this time it sounds like they're getting closer to Daniel. By this point, most people would have hightailed it out of there without any hesitation, but Daniel decides to sit back down to finish his dinner as he tries to calm his nerves for the second time. Amazingly, a few minutes later, it almost seems like he completely forgets about the footsteps and manages to think about less disturbing things, which is honestly pretty impressive. But as darkness sets in, the eerie footsteps start up again.
I'm going to be honest. I can't stay here now. I want to be a wimp. I don't care if people call me a wimp in the comments, but I can't stay here. I'm too unsettled. I'm nervous. I've done camping like this a load of times. I think I'm going to go find somewhere else to get this bivvy set up. But I'm leaving this spot.
Understandably, after this third incident, Daniel decides to head somewhere else for the night to play it safe.
All right. Now, I wouldn't call him a wimp at all. And honestly, there's probably a little bit more unsettling to it than someone like, I don't know, us here in America camping, right? Us here in America, we go camping. We usually bring a thing with us called a firearm, right? Large, small, doesn't matter. Some form of protection, right? You can't do that in the UK. They don't have the right to bear arms. So they're pretty defenseless, even if something does happen. They gotta rely on, their little fisticuffs. And what the fuck's that gonna do with anything that's got fur? Like, fur's pretty good armor against bashing damage. So, yeah, he has every right to get the fuck out of there and be a little bit unsettled. He doesn't even have the right to defend himself. Just saying.
It's hard to know what exactly was making those sounds, but because they sounded very similar to human footsteps, it's possible that Daniel was being stalked by someone in the woods. This is obviously incredibly dangerous, as you can never really trust someone's intentions when you're in such a vulnerable position, all by yourself in unknown territory. It was either that or an animal walking through the grass. But because Daniel mentioned the grass was a little wet and wouldn't have made that dry sound if an animal stepped on it, this is pretty unlikely. Also, many people in the comments mentioned that no animal walks that uniform and steady. They stop, go, and change pace constantly. Either way, it's a good thing he decided to leave, because who knows what could have happened to Daniel that night.
Exactly.
One of the most annoying things to me is spam texts and phone calls. You would actually be surprised by the amount of times I get interrupted recording these videos. These spam bar data included full going to lead to phone calls, texts, and phone numbers, and credit card data. At best, this was going to lead to more spam calls, texts, and emails for their customers, but at worst, fraud and identity theft. I think the hack would have a material to protect. It alerts me when my fraud alert from data and all this breach. I'm not leaving my
broker stuff. Just don't. I know he's trying to add revenue and all that, but don't do data broker stuff, guys. It's a waste of money. Then a lot of people that are identity theft and frauded out and stuff like that, that shit gets handled pretty fucking quickly anymore. We have the technology now to trace that shit hella quick. And banks kind of know who's who, right? You go to a bank in person as you are, I don't know. I got my securities in place, but I doubt they'll ever endorse my ass for YouTube. But yeah.
The Rampant Range is part of a fun range of the Rocky Mountains in Colorado, made up of almost entirely public land within the Pike National Forest. In the summer, you'll find lots of bikers enjoying the Rampant Range's elaborate trail system and exploring the great outdoors. For the most part, this part of Colorado is a paradise for anyone who enjoys spending time in nature. But over the past few years, there's been a pretty alarming trend on the rise, with random people setting up wires on trees at just about head height in an effort to seriously injure bikers on the trail. In 2019, a post describing this terrifying trend was uploaded to Facebook. And disturbingly, the uploader mentioned that one of his high school friends had lost his life as a result of running into a similar wire on a trail. Immediately, people jumped into the comments to point out how incredibly messed up it would be to do something like this, and how this kind of evil needs to be categorized as attempted murder if the suspects are ever caught. A couple of years before that post was made, in 2017, 2 motorbike riders uploaded a video to YouTube of their encounter with a similar wire, and although nothing happened to them, it was a very close call.
Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Not cool.
When these wires are set up off-trail, it can be hard to tell whether they were placed there out of malice or if a random camper or farmer placed the wires there to hang up clothes or something similar. But in cases like these where the wires are specifically placed on the trail, there's really only one reason people would do that, and that's to bring serious harm to bikers for some reason. Possibly they're annoyed with the constant loud sound of the bikes near their property or something else. But hopefully more measures can be taken in the future to prevent more people from getting hurt, especially because it's not uncommon to hear about motorbikers and snowmobilers losing their lives over this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that could fucking easily kill someone.
The question everyone in America is
Matt
asking,
Walsh.
am I racist?
Make those
Buy your tickets to see...
I'm probably
This
gonna see
audio
that.
was
That looks funny
uploaded
as
to
hell.
YouTube by a user named ForestFire21. He recorded it around 2 a.m. in December 2014. The uploader lives in a forest, and he mentioned that the noises in the audio were coming from deep in the woods behind his house. It's hard to make out what the child is yelling, but after listening closely, several users jumped in the comments to point out that you can also hear an adult voice yelling, "Where are you?" In addition to the young female voice making most of the noise, this quieter, more subtle male voice that can also be heard in the audio only makes the whole incident that much more disturbing. Near the end of the video, the uploader mentions that after that night, he checked the news every day to see if he could find some explanation for the screams, but he never did. The fact that the screaming was captured at around 2 a.m. in the freezing cold weather and in the middle of the woods indicates that the uploader could have genuinely recorded something pretty sinister taking place that night. It's hard to tell why the uploader would record and upload the audio instead of immediately calling the police after hearing a female voice in such obvious distress, but at this point there's not much that can be done about it. And who knows, maybe the uploader did call the police. There wasn't much context given in the video's description. We can only hope that whatever problem happened that night was eventually solved, but based on the shrillness of the screams and the strangeness of the whole situation, we probably won't ever be able to know for sure. Lisa is a life coach and YouTuber who often uploads videos of what it's like living in her van and traveling the country on her own. One afternoon in 2022, Lisa had parked her van on the side of the road and left the side door of her van open while she...
Hold on. I think I hear my dogs. Steph might need in. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to go get my doggy. She was outside, didn't know what door to go to. Back at it.
She cooked her dinner inside, when suddenly a sketchy-looking guy approached her, poked his head in her van without her permission, and started asking her some pretty bizarre questions in French, a language Lisa doesn't speak.
Yeah, so did I.
When she mentioned she didn't understand what he was saying, he pulled out a translator app to try to communicate with her, which obviously made her pretty uncomfortable, especially since she wasn't interested in talking to him in the first place after he invaded her personal space. After watching the guy struggle to use Google Translate for a few minutes, Lisa decided she'd had enough and shut the side door in his face, also closing the curtain to make sure the guy got the hint. Strangely, for over half an hour, the guy then stood outside in the rain and tinkered with the translator app to try to communicate with Lisa, even after she made it more than obvious that she wanted nothing to do with him.
This is fucking freaky shit.
Okay, he just moved even closer so that I can't move out and so that I can't go forward.
Your vehicle can push that one out of the way.
Please leave. Please leave, you sketchy person. Please leave.
Now, I only have one side of this.
Demeanor, the man snuck into the bushes and pretty much just stalked Lisa from a distance, as if he thought she couldn't see him. As the sun began to set, Lisa kept an eye on the guy outside to make sure he didn't try to get close to her again. But the man just kept on bringing his car closer to her van and blocking her exit in different ways for more than half an hour.
This guy is really starting to freak me out. It's been like a half an hour and he just keeps on moving his vehicle so he can see in my van here. And anyways, It's 7 o'clock, 7 p.m.
Fortunately, just as darkness had begun to set in, a family in an RV pulled up right behind Lisa and spent the night in the same parking lot as her, which comforted her enough to stay there the entire evening. Disturbingly, the guy left soon after the other family arrived, but came back about 3 hours later in the dead of night to check if Lisa was still there. When he saw the other family in the RV was also still in the parking lot, he left and didn't come back. The next morning, Lisa left early and never saw the guy again.
Fuck all of that.
It's hard to tell what the guy's exact intentions were, but based on his overall sketchy demeanor and questionable behavior, they couldn't have been anything good. The one thing we can be sure about is that it's a good thing the other family in the RV arrived at the parking lot when they did. Otherwise, who knows what the man would have done to Lisa.
Hey, it's Richard here. After years of RPG campaigns, I found something you would absolutely love.
No, thank
In
you,
May
Richard.
2014, an Imager user uploaded a blog post where he talked about the time he went to visit a friend in northern Germany. According to the uploader, his friend told him about these pipes that he had found in the woods near his house that stuck up out of the ground like periscopes. Apparently, his friend and his siblings played near the pipes as kids and knew that there were bunkers hidden below them, but their parents never allowed them to get near them out of concern for their safety. During the visit narrated in the blog post, the uploader and his friend decided to check out the pipes and finally go down into the bunkers that they never had permission to explore when they were younger, and they found some pretty disturbing stuff. A few hundred feet away from the trees, they found the entrance to the bunker covered with a loosely placed piece of wood that they easily removed with a crowbar. Once inside, all they could see were these long, seemingly endless, hospital-like hallways that extended for thousands of feet under the woods. As they ventured further and further into the maze of tunnels, they found graffiti on some of the walls, indicating they weren't the first people to get the idea to explore the underground bunkers.
Yeah.
To the explorers' horror, one of the walls deep inside the tunnels had the word "help" in German graffitied all over it. It's possible that it was just sprayed on there by another group of teens trying to be funny, but the eerie nature of the bunker coupled with the general state of disarray really makes you wonder if something more sinister took place down there at some point, possibly even written by German soldiers in the later parts of World War II. As they traveled deeper into the bunker, they found some more disturbing graffiti, with one of the eeriest messages reading, "Hello Satan, I love you." Obviously, that's not the kind of message you want to see in a tunnel system like this, but the two friends decided to keep on exploring anyway. After several hours down in the bunker, they ended up finding tons of more twisting, winding hallways, flooded rooms with old machines, and dark, narrow corridors that reached dead ends, but nothing more disturbing than the graffiti they had found a few hours earlier. The explorers managed to make it out of there safely and didn't go back there again.
Yeah, those pipes are airways.
Reports started surfacing that people were finding dangerous booby traps along a very well-known hiking trail in the High Mountain Park Preserve in Wayne, New Jersey. As per the police reports, the traps mostly consisted of boards with nails sticking out of them, barbed wire, broken bottles placed along the trails behind or near rocks or logs, and other treacherous materials. As more and more complaints started coming in, police warned people to keep an eye out for the traps and even organized cleanup efforts to keep hikers safe during their treks. What's most disturbing is that these traps were clearly placed there to hurt people, as there's really no other reason to put nails and barbed wire on the ground in the middle of such a popular hiking trail.
Yeah.
The fact that someone would take the time to get out on the trail, build a booby trap in such detail, and place it there with the intention to do harm to other people and their pets is honestly pretty messed up. But it didn't take the cops too long to make an educated guess as to who was behind the whole thing. Although they never found the individual suspects responsible for placing the traps on the trail, the sheriff's department determined that the traps had probably something to do with the feud between hikers and bikers who had been fighting over use of the trail for decades. According to many nearby residents, it's common for bikers on the trail to speed past the hikers without ringing their bells or announcing their presence, which has led to several injuries and rising tensions between the two groups over the years. Still, it's hard to imagine that someone would take the issue to the point of trying to harm an entire group of people so maliciously with such brutal methods. Fortunately, no one was hurt as a result of the traps, but the suspects responsible were never found.
Yeah, we're gonna thumbs up that one. All right, on to the next one. This one's dash cams. It's also by that creepy chilling
this
scares.
Dash cam footage was captured in the early morning hours of May 2nd, 2023 in Browns Plains, Australia. In it, a white car can be seen traveling through a series of roundabouts before continuing on a straight road. Everything seems calm at first, but just 10 seconds into the video, something pretty messed up was caught by the driver's dash cam.
No. What? I mean, she obviously fucking did it on purpose.
Disturbingly, a woman can be seen crossing the street right when the car is going by and practically throws herself at the vehicle.
Yeah.
A couple of seconds later, a man rushes towards the alleged victim and tries to get the driver to stop. Though the driver had the common sense to drive away as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Had the driver been distracted or shocked by the incident, he might have made the mistake of stopping and getting out to see if the victim was okay. Fortunately, the man and woman's bad acting made it more than obvious that something suspicious was going on, and that the driver would probably have been in danger had he gotten out of his car.
Yep.
It's hard to accurately gauge the intentions of someone crazy enough to launch themselves into oncoming traffic and put themselves in the line of danger like that. But according to the description in the original video, the driver initially thought that the whole incident was staged to pull off an insurance scam, in which the supposed victim and an accomplice stage an accident, fake a severe injury, and then exaggerate their claim to receive compensation for medical expenses from the insurance company.
Yeah.
Although this was the driver's first thought, the reason he drove off so quickly was something completely different. Later that same morning, the driver reported the incident to the police and mentioned in his statement that even though it wasn't captured by the dashcam, as soon as the man on the side of the road rushed out to help the supposedly injured woman, a group of men could be seen emerging from the shadows and sprinting toward the vehicle from behind. Realizing the danger he would be in if he got out of the vehicle, the driver took off immediately to avoid a potential carjacking, extortion, or even kidnapping.
Right.
According to the Browns Plains police station, an investigation was launched after the report, but the people involved were never found. It's unknown what would have happened to the driver had he gotten out of his car to assess the woman's supposed injuries, or even had stayed there a bit longer in his car. One can only assume that the men were trying to get him out of his car for some horrific purpose.
Use your head, people. That guy was using his.
In 2016, a YouTuber named Bear with Hat uploaded this alarming footage that he recorded on his phone in June of that year. In the caption of the video, the uploader explained that after leaving his friend's house in Keller, Texas, he noticed a white Dodge Challenger traveling closely behind him. Suspecting that he was being followed, he pretended to enter the I-35 highway but swerved onto a service road at the last second. To his horror, the white car then also swerved onto the service road and continued to follow him. In an attempt to shake off the white car, Bear with Hat made a sudden U-turn at an overpass and pulled over on the other side of the highway. When he saw the Dodge still following closely behind him, he sped off and pulled over into a turning lane in front of a hospital at the next intersection. That's when the white car stopped right in front of him with their left turn signal still flashing, and this is where things take a darker turn.
Oh, is it your turn? Yep. Is it your turn? Yeah. Oh. 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 Oh, goodness.
Just a few seconds after the uploader started recording to try to get the car's license plate, a man steps out of the driver's side of the Dodge and approaches.
Hold on a second. Ready? Go on. You go potty? Go. Go on. I love my puppies. They're so good.
The car. Another man who wasn't caught by the victim's phone was also getting out of the car, but the uploader hightailed it out of there before he could clearly catch him on his camera.
Yeah.
In the description of the video, the victim also mentioned that if the man on the passenger side had not gotten out of the way in time, he would have ran him over and kept on driving. At some point during his escape, the uploader dropped his phone on the floor of his Hyundai Elantra to focus on the road and headed to a grocery store that he knew would probably have a cop standing outside. As soon as the driver of the Dodge saw him head towards the officer, he broke off the pursuit and fled in a different direction. Because of the uploader's well-timed reaction and quick thinking, we'll likely never know what the two men had planned for him that night, but judging by their threatening behavior, it couldn't have been anything good. This footage was captured on November 2nd, 2014, and shows a car speeding down Highway 78 at around midnight. A few seconds later, the video shows the driver slowing down to avoid hitting a suspicious roadblock up ahead, consisting of just 2 traffic cones blocking the entire road.
Yeah, Yep.
As the driver brings his car to a stop, his headlights eerily catch the lower half of a man's body walking suspiciously towards his vehicle. When he tries to drive through the cones, the man stands in his way, blocking the car's path. Sensing something is off, the driver immediately calls out to the man to try to get an explanation.
What's going on? Can I help you with something?
Yes.
Smart.
It probably wasn't the best idea to engage with a man who put cones in the middle of the highway, but then again, they could have been there for any number of reasons. In the caption of the video, the uploader mentioned that as soon as he asked him if he needed help, he saw the man reach into his pocket, and that's when the driver decided to play it safe and sped away. According to the uploader, the man and his accomplice were later detained by the cops, but were somehow only charged with DUI. If the man had been given more time, it's anyone's guess what he would have done, but luckily the driver didn't stick around long enough to find out.
Highwaymen, they're still a thing.
This extremely disturbing incident took place at about 7 a.m. on May 18th, 2021 in West Pensacola, Florida. In the footage that was caught by a nearby parked car's dash cam, an 11-year-old girl can be seen kneeling on the grass waiting for a bus to pick her up for school. A few seconds into the video, a white Dodge Journey circles around the girl, and although she notices it, she doesn't seem to be alarmed. Unfortunately, the man at the wheel of the Dodge wasn't just casually driving around the neighborhood as the girl might have imagined. Just a minute and a half later, the same white car pulled over at the edge of the roundabout, with the driver completely oblivious to the fact that his license plates were being recorded. Once again, the little girl turns her head and looks at the white car several times, but with no real reason to be afraid yet, she stays where she is. That's when the driver gets out of the car and does the unthinkable.
Oh no. No. No, no, no. What the fuck? Hell no.
In an act of pure evil, the man attempts to steal the girl and carry her back to his car. The girl bravely struggles against his grip, and eventually the man stumbles, causing both of them to fall on the grass. After realizing his cover had been blown, the man runs back to his car and drives away. It's terrifying to think what would have happened to the girl had the man not tripped and fallen, but luckily his license plate made it easy for cops to track him down and arrest him that same evening. Later that night, the West Pensacola Sheriff's Department identified the suspect as 30-year-old Jared Paul Stanga. According to the police report, he was armed with a knife at the time of the attack. It was also revealed that the suspect had a lengthy criminal history. During the investigation, police also found that the Dodge Journey he was driving had been freshly painted, most likely in an attempt to avoid detection. Disturbingly, 2 weeks before the incident, the little girl mentioned to her school principal that a man in a white car had pulled up to her bus stop and talked to her, but no actions were taken by the school to protect her. After the attack, Jared Stanga was charged with attempted kidnapping of a child under 13, aggravated assault, and battery. Luckily, the girl was reported safe, though obviously pretty shaken up by the events she went through that morning.
No shit.
On November 21st, 2018, a 24-year-old woman named Vanessa Donay sat in the back seat of her mother's Chevy Equinox with her 2-year-old daughter as they waited for Vanessa's mom to finish her appointment at a business center in Windsor, Canada. At one point during the waiting period, Vanessa noticed a suspicious man walk past their vehicle and stare at it for a little longer than necessary. Almost immediately after walking out of frame, the man doubles back around and approaches the car.
Excuse you!
right?
With an alarmingly casual demeanor, he then enters the Chevy through the unlocked passenger door where he finds Vanessa and her daughter sitting in the back seat. Understandably terrified, Vanessa can be heard screaming at the man. Although the rest of the incident wasn't caught on camera, Vanessa reported that as soon as the man saw her, he gave her a disturbing smile, shut the door, and took off in his black pickup truck. After she reported the incident to the cops and posted the video on Facebook, some viewers theorized that the man had maybe just seen Vanessa's daughter, and thinking she was alone, he thought he could steal her. However, others thought he didn't see anybody and was just trying to steal the car. Just 3 days later, officers with the Windsor Police Property Crimes Unit saw the man drive a vehicle into a parking lot near the area of the incident. According to the police report, as soon as the man got out of the car and went into an apartment building, the cops followed and arrested him without incident. The man was immediately identified as 38-year-old Corey Oikel, and as it was later revealed, the vehicle he was found with was stolen, supporting the idea that he was only trying to steal Vanessa's car and not her daughter. Inside his car, the cops also found several stolen items from his previous car thefts, along with a bunch of random receipts that indicated the man had made fraudulent transactions using stolen property. As per the court documents that were released a couple of months later, the incident with Vanessa wasn't exactly Corey's first rodeo. After the cops were able to connect him with several other similar incidents from earlier that year, Corey was charged with 4 counts of possession of stolen property, 3 counts of theft, 2 counts of assault, uttering threats, attempted theft of a motor vehicle, theft of mail, and fraud. Fortunately, Vanessa was smart enough to scare him away by screaming before he could do anything even more messed up than his previous crimes.
No shit.
This next footage was captured in 2017 in Thailand. On the morning of December 26th, a 32-year-old radio operator named Mana was looking down at his phone as he walked back towards his car from his radio office when he had an unexpected near-death experience.
Woo! That got exciting quick.
As soon as he walks by the power line, the electricity cables above his head spontaneously explode. Had he taken a fraction of a second more to react, Mana would have been struck by the power line, which would have most likely been fatal. As he later revealed in an interview, the explosion was caused by an electrical fault due to overheating, which melted the nearby wires. At the time of the incident, the city had seen some pretty heavy rain, which only made things worse. According to sources close to the victim, some cities in Thailand are known for notoriously dangerous overhead cables that litter the streets and pose a significant risk to those who find themselves walking under them at the wrong time.
Philippines are the same fucking way.
Luckily, Mana was able to walk away unharmed, but the incident obviously raises a huge red flag to how electricity is structured in some of these cities. On July 23, 2023, a woman's dashcam captured a particularly disturbing incident in Oakland. The footage follows the woman driving down Skyline Boulevard behind a white Dodge Charger. The poor video quality could be due to the woman's dashcam or to a possible compression when the video is transferred to desktop, but regardless, this is the quality of the original video. Aside from the woman's car and the white Charger, there are no other cars in sight. Out of nowhere, the Dodge suddenly slows down in the middle of the road and stops at an angle, blocking the woman's path.
Shit.
Come on now, quit around. No. Ah!
She said, ah! Drove the fuck off. Hell yeah, get the fuck out of there.
As soon as the Dodge stops in front of her car, the driver immediately realizes something is wrong and fear begins to set in. Unfortunately, nothing could have prepared her for what she was about to experience. After getting out of their vehicle, the two men rush at the woman's car and one of them begins banging on the window to make her get out. Although she panics and screams, the driver remains level-headed enough to step on the gas and drive away. Fortunately, she was not followed and made it home safely. In a later interview, the woman, who chose to remain anonymous, said that she had been driving that route for 38 years and had never been the victim of a carjacking until then. Although no arrests have been made yet, the cops suspect that the same two men who attacked the woman may be linked to other carjackings in the East Oakland Hills area, and they plan to continue investigating until they find the men responsible. The driver ultimately made the right choice in speeding away.
Yeah.
Had she given into fear and stepped out of the car, a carjacking would probably have been the least of her worries. This footage was uploaded to YouTube in 2016 by a man named Michael Bouchard, who mentioned his dashcam captured the following incident in Denver, Colorado as he was driving home from work one day. Keep your eye on the semi-trailer that appears in the left-hand corner of the screen.
Too bad you think you are. That's why they keep bringing you the gifts.
Part of what pulls these disparate neighbors together and does the same thing in films like John Sayles and others who make movies about communities is that these folks, although not impoverished, are stuck where they are without the wherewithal to move. Wealthier folks could change their circumstances.
As the semi travels through the overpass, the driver approaches the curve a bit too fast, causing the truck to tip over and nearly fly off the overpass from Interstate 70 to I-25. As soon as the truck hits the barrier, the side of the vehicle slices open, causing hundreds of cans of Miller Genuine Craft to rain down on the highway below. After the incident, traffic was backed up for miles on both highways as the truck was towed and cleanup crews removed the beer that had fallen on the northbound lanes. Had the truck been going just a little bit faster, the truck would have plummeted on the road below and caused a horrible accident.
Oh yeah.
Fortunately though, no one was injured during the incident.
Oh man, that's it. Let's go. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. Where's my? There it is. Boop. That one needed more. Hell yeah. And that series is Chilling Scares. He's got a whole bunch too. I've seen a few of his videos. They're pretty good. Look at that fucking Santa one, man. Fucking Christ. Scary. Yeah, I like spoopy shit. How about you guys? Do you guys like spoopy shit? Let's see if I can't do something here. Maybe something else. I'm not quite ready yet. There we go. So we could talk about that, I guess. Actually, I got a homie. His name is Josh. He wants to do a little MTG deck podcast or whatever. Talk about, a couple of our decks for you guys, if you guys are interested in that. We play a lot of Commander. Sometimes we're a little bit brutal with it. Sometimes a little bit not. I built decks specifically so yeah, you just don't worry about them. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I could just blip that out of there. So, here's something I want to do. Reading time with Maven. Today, we're going to read a golden book. You remember golden books when you're like a child and stuff, right? Well, here's a little golden book. A is for Alien. So, it's an ABC book, and it is meant for kids. It's a legitimate, like, little golden book, right? So, here we go. Little reading time with Jake here. All right. A is for alien. That's something you might meet in space. B is for button. Don't press it, or you could let the alien in. C is for crew. They want to know where their visitor is. The crew's names are Kane, Lambert, Parker, Ripley, Ash, Brett, and Jonesy. And D is for Dallas. He is the captain. He'll find the visitor. E is for egg. What could be inside the strange egg? F is for face hugger. You don't want it to hug you. I've noticed my camera's backwards for this. It's kind of funny. I might be able to like mirror it. Hold on a second, guys. Let's see here. Can I don't know what would mirror it. I'll look into that. Maybe I'll read this again for you guys. G is for growing. Small, but it keeps getting bigger. H is for help. Brett found the alien. Need some music during this. I is for investigate. The crew searches the ship to find a creature. J is for Jones, the ship's cat, who pops out without warning. Fucking Jonesy, man. He was working against the crew the whole time. I swear it. K is for Kane. He doesn't feel well. His tummy's rumbling. L is for Lambert. Now she's not sure she wants lunch. M is for Mother. She's the computer that runs the spaceship. Maybe she can help. N is for Nostromo. That's the name of the big ship everyone's on. O is for open. Time to unlock the air vent and look inside. Who wants to go first? P is for Parker. He's looking for supplies. Q is for quiet. Don't make a noise or the alien will hear you. R is for Ripley. She's ready to take charge. S is for secret. Ash, the science officer, knows one or two. T is for tracker. It shows that the alien is moving. U is for uh-oh, it's coming this way. V is for vroom. Ripley thinks it's time to leave in the spaceship escape shuttle. W is for watch out. The alien is on the shuttle. X is for xenomorph. That's what the alien is called. Y is for yay. The alien is gone. And Z is for sleep tight, Ripley. And that's all the little golden book. I saw that and had to get it because, like, I fucking love the Xenomorphs. I got quite a bit. So, actually, maybe. Oh, I turned off the motions. Hold on a second. Boop. I got this thing right here. Boop. Motion. Maybe. Normal tracking. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Okay, cool. So come over here and you can see I got alien stuff. And right here, more alien stuff. I got this little xenomorph thing right here. Brarg. That's actually when he goes to attack Brett. Right? And of course, the alien book. I also love Lovecraftian shit, such as My Little Cthulhu. I need to bolt that back to the wall. Or the Necronomicon. This is not mine. This is my buddy Harley's, who's actually been in the charge. It is a cookbook done to like H.P. Lovecraftian stuff. So let's just turn to a random page here. Well, so there's Cthuscus. So it's like couscous, but Cthuscus. Stuff like that. Books. Books are great. Let the dogs in. Because they're kind of begging. There they go. But anyways. Little tour there, I guess. We'll just lock you back into place, maybe. It's so weird. I love it though. It's neat. Well, anyways, we'll just go. We'll do that. That works better. Let's see here. I don't know what else to do tonight, guys, but I don't really want to like stop. Everything's been so good. I've been getting perfect fucking kilobytes per second for my upload, no drop frames, 60 frames a second. Like, this is probably the best stream I've had since I've built my studio. So, yeah. It's been a nice little 2-hour stream, too. I love it. Finally getting shit done. See here. I guess we could do this. I have recently upgraded my Mind Flayer deck. Maybe we'll go here. Is it in upgrades? Maybe I did the upgrades thing. Yes. There we go. So I love using Moxfield. Moxfield's great, right? But I don't know. I think I'll do this at a later date, actually. We'll just... Yeah, next time. Next time. When Josh is here, I promised Josh we'd do that. So he'll actually be sitting in this room with me and stuff. What's up, Sif? Come here. Come here, BBs. Hi. Hi. Here. This is my baby. This is my baby girl, Sif. She loves this. Right up until Loki gets in on it. You made a liar out of me right there, but we'll like sit on the couch for hours doing that shit. Hi, babies. How's my puppers? Oh, goodness. Are you wanting to go back outside so you can be put back inside? Go on. Here she is. Wait for it. Wait for it. She walked outside. Doesn't matter. But yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to end it actually. So, you know, I don't want to, but I think there's going to be a case for a lot more streaming now since everything's... Oh, there she is. Come on, babies. Fucking mouthy bitch.